this at about 11 o'clock in the morning. By the time we got to 3 o'clock in the afternoon, we'd just gone around the tip of Moreton Island and a weather pattern came in. So it started to rain, the sea was really rough, and everybody on board was incredibly seasick. So we went for 2 days and 2 nights without eating. All we could eat was muesli bars and chocolate bars because it was too rough to get downstairs to prepare food. I was so seasick that they eventually had to give me injections to stop me vomiting. They tied me to the back of the boat and just wrapped me up in a blanket, and I was a bit comatose for a day or so. It's starting to get heavy? Oh, come on, it is. Then after that 2 days and 2 nights, we then went into 2 days and 2 nights of a tropical cyclone. Again, that just came out of the blue. We were halfway between here and Umea at that time, so there was nowhere for us to go. We couldn't head into a safe harbour. We couldn't just pull into a dock anywhere. We had to just keep on sailing. So if you've ever been in a cyclone on land, if you multiply that, you're doing marvellously. We had 5 and 6 metre high waves, and we were sleeping in blocks of about 30 seconds because we'd sleep on the wave up the wave, and then as you would launch off the top of that wave and come flying down and bang on the bottom, you were awake. So we finished that race absolutely black and blue from head to toe, and it was a massive party at the end. So I had, there were a couple more of us. This was when we first arrived, but unfortunately they took our skipper and our navman and whisked them off to do some paperwork and stuff like that. So we were actually quite pleased with ourselves after that race. We got in, we were about 100 metres from the finish line, and the breeze dropped out, and it took us about 2.5 hours to finish our last 100 metres. So that was a really amazing experience, and certainly took us a few days to recover from that one. I think that's about all I need to talk about. Yeah.
So much pain.
So much pain right now? You've done amazingly well. You can pop it on the floor for me, Reece. Thank you. I was going to get you, Reece, to sit down on the ground with it all in your arms and then jump up and run over to the other side, because that's what you do a lot of the time while you're sailing. Absolute passion of mine. It's a huge amount of fun. You build some beautiful connections, and I would recommend it to anyone. Maddie?
What if, like, you know how you said your ship being sunk?
Yeah?
What if it does that in, like, in the middle of the race?
That last race that we were on, I was on watch when a Mayday call came through from another yacht that was halfway between New Zealand and Umea at the time, and they had hit a wave so badly that their 50-foot yacht just cracked in half, and they had a metre gap between the foredeck and the aft deck, and they just started to sink. So they had container ships heading over to them to try and get onto them and that kind of stuff, and we were the relay vessel for their messages. So, you know, they had to end up putting some people in a life raft just to maintain their life. Yeah, so that's what you've got to do, or start swimming. Any other questions? Yeah. Have I ever gone overboard? Yes. Yes. Once I once was on an 18. Well, I've on little boats I've gone overboard lots of times. On a big boat, I did actually go overboard off the coast of Southport. I was very fortunate that my crew was really quick in dealing with that, and they got me back on board pretty quickly. But you know, it was a scary few minutes, probably about 10 minutes, sitting out there and trying not to think about sharks and all of that kind of stuff. It happens quite easily. All right, anything else? Sweeto, thank you.
Awesome, thank you, Ms. Bolger.